Hi, welcome to SVR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. He's Mike Brenner. We are the Odds Couple. You come to SportsbookReview.com. Very happy to welcome Mike Brenner back from his day rest. Very happy to have you back, Mike Brenner.
Buddy, I'll tell you what, I don't get sick much, but when I do, that shit knocks me on my ass.
Yeah, and there's definitely some unique diseases that you can get down here in Central America that you don't really get.
Yeah, well, I don't know about diseases. Damn, Pistol Pete, you're trying to put a fear into me. I just had a damn flu bug that knocked
whatever
me
they
out.
are, but they're
you know what, though? I did wake up long enough to tweet out a Houston Rockets first half -5 last night on Twitter, and they were up by like 20-something I saw, but, you know, a little luck never hurt anybody. But I am absolutely looking to get sharp this week, Pistol
All right,
Pete.
sounds good. So let's throw the record up, and while the record's up there, let's quickly touch on futures, right?
Yeah.
Duke lost, but they're still the favorite. They're about 5-1, 9.5 to 2.
They didn't just lose. I mean, defensively, they got shut down. Florida State stepped up so well underneath that basket, and they just knew how to play it. It seemed like they knew that the exact game plan to put forth last night. And from what I read this morning, Pete, I'll tell you what, I don't think Duke needs to be favored as much. What are your thoughts on that?
Did Duke get exposed or not? I mean, I'm looking at it. Kentucky.
I think they did.
Kentucky can.
Kentucky didn't look too great last night either. They poured it on when they needed to.
That's the question. If Duke shouldn't be the favorite, who should be? Kentucky. What do you think?
I don't know. I heard some talk about Kansas should be, but I don't know. North Carolina, you got all of the regular suspects, but there's one team you better look out for: West Virginia, South Carolina. There's two teams. Better look out for them.
Yeah, not to win the championship.
No, but they could be one of those, dark horse little bets that you got nothing to lose.
Yeah, I'm seeing South Carolina right now at 100-1 to win the championship. I wouldn't bet
What
that.
is Kentucky sitting at?
Kentucky is about like 6-1, a little bit behind Duke, and then UCLA about 6-1.
How about Kansas?
Kansas about 11-1 or something like that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though, I did see Nova, and again, I checked everything out this morning because I was out yesterday, but Villanova apparently poured it on yesterday to a good opponent and looked really good.
Yes.
So that's something
that could happen. Yeah,
there's teams going to really start picking up steam here.
All right, okay, so let's get into the card today. A lot of interesting stuff. We already talked about a bunch of these games with Jeff from BMOCWins.com. I did have time today to crunch a bunch of totals, and
I got to let our viewers know. You guys got to start tuning into that. It's 10:30 Eastern. It's a Google Hangout. That thing is really getting some legs. I love doing that. We got some. You're allowed. You can be involved with it and ask questions. So think about it. Tell your friends and tune in and have any questions you want. We're going to answer because the only stupid question is the one you don't ask.
All right. So I don't know what to think here. But obviously, in the show, I said that I was leaning under in Pittsburgh, Louisville. I got it at 142, and now let's see. Right now,
Didn't it drop to 140?
Right? I have SBR odds up to the minute odds here. Yeah, it's 140.5. Heritage has a couple. Greek has 141, so I can take 141. All right. You know what? I will.
You know what?
I'll throw
what
that
the hell?
There. Yeah, under 141 minus 110. Pittsburgh, Louisville. We'll kick off the show with that. Again, I gave the opinion that I think it's going to be probably close, but somewhere in the mid 130s, upper 130s, might even land 140. But
and I got to cut you off real quick too. Hey, thank you for the kind words.
Oh, sure.
By the way, viewers, this guy really just did a hell of a job when I was gone and threw some really good shade my way. I really appreciate it, Pistol Pete. It's a pleasure working with you.
I think shade is a bad.
No, I think it's fade, shade. What is it, D? D? What's the good one when you're throwing some?
The opposite of shade.
Because he told me he was throwing some shade.
No, shade is
shade's bad.
Shade's like an insult.
You told me that Pete was throwing me some nice stuff, and I thought you said it was shade.
I think I used the word stuff.
Stuff. Okay, well, you know what? Thanks for the kind words. And you really stepped it up the other night at the casino. You were just like in your element.
That's right.
Knocking down the Red Bulls with vodka. Pistol Pete was.
Okay.
A couple of the followers said, Brenner, I don't know how you did it, but you got him to show up.
Yeah, no, it was good. I was happy to do it. All right, let's get
let's get back to it.
Let's get to some other picks. I also mentioned that I liked Tulane and South Florida on the under, and when we were doing the show with, I liked it at 142 or 143, and we were doing the show with a big man. It was up to like 144, and now it's back down to 142. So I'll give that one too. What the hell?
Okay.
Under 142 minus 110.
Now, how you feeling about the other one that we talked with him on? Next thing you know, I think we both jumped on. I'm going to do a first half with Creighton at home against Butler on the side. What is that sitting at, Pistol?
You want the first half. Let me just give me 1 second here quickly. Creighton. Let me just find it here at SBRodds.com.
McDermott is still coaching his ass off there.
We give you -3, minus 110 would be the best line.
I love
right
it.
Now.
I'm taking it. You going to jump in?
No. I mean, I feel like that's the right side. I'm gonna hold off for now. I mean, Butler. I think you're on the right side, but it's scary to bet against Butler. You know, they have that.
I know.
Some
Creighton's at home though. They're very good at home ATS as well, especially first halves. There's one game I am dying to get into, and we talked about it on the Hangout, the Google Hangout. South Carolina, buddy. I love this Frank Martin team, and I don't think they're going to overlook anybody. And I think on the road, I think they're going to get the best of Tennessee.
Okay, and what do you want them on?
I want the full game best shop line.
Okay,
Pistol.
the full game for hold on.
And you know they pounded this team by 26 last year.
Yeah,
absolutely pounded them.
Well, Mike Brenner, the market. Good news and bad news. The good news is the market strongly agrees with you. The bad news is if you want to take it right now, you're gonna have to take a worse line. When we were doing the show, it was like pick 'em -1. Now it's up to 2.5 or 3.
Yeah, well, guess what? I'll take the 2.5, and that's not bad news. It's just that everybody else is seeing what they might have listened to that damn Google.
Yeah, maybe we'll be able to give you 2.5 -110. There's a bunch of places that do still have that, but
full game. Yep. They will
pretty
be ready.
strong move in favor of South Carolina.
Sure is.
In this
I like
game.
it.
Wow.
Yep. Frank Martin's a damn good coach, too. I love what he did at K-State.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about another one that seems like it might be sort of a low-hanging fruit, no-brainer is Houston at East Carolina. Houston, of course, coming off of a loss, and East Carolina just a team that is not always pathetic, but like 2/3 of the time they're pathetic.
Their defense is pathetic, and their turnover ratio is absolutely pathetic. So that might be a good time for somebody to turn it around. I'm talking about Houston.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking about the problem is it's a little bit tricky to take big road favorites like this, but Houston first half -5. What do you think?
Well, Pistol Pete, what I've noticed is this year you've had your eye on Houston several times, so that means you might have a good read.
Yeah. All right, I'll think about that. I'll think about it. Let's look at some of the. Oh yeah, then the Fordham-Davidson game. That was one you circled, and I was leaning towards the over on that one. What do you think about that?
I'm going to go first half Davidson because last year Fordham just absolutely just came and brought it, and that team. You talk about a classic overlook, and I think Davidson won some redemption because that was embarrassing last year. So what I'm thinking is it's the first half is where it's going to be effective. So what's the best shot line?
Well, we give you 8.5 -105 or 8 -115.
I'm going to take the 8
-115.
Sure
That's a Bet Online Sports
Bet Online, baby.
line. Yeah,
gotta love it.
And then I was also thinking about the over in that one, and let me just find out where the odds are there for now. I took it at 141, and now it's damn it. That's the problem with line shopping with college basketball. Although SBR odds is customizable, so you can click only the games you want to see. But if you want to see all of them, as I do, there's no way around that one. Oh God, it's 141.
Come on, Pistol Pete.
All right,
pull that trigger, baby.
Over 141.5 -110. I'll take a shot with it. That one Fordham can be a low-scoring team, though, but so that one's a little bit borderline for me, but I'll take it.
Now, there's one I want to talk about. I brought it up to you and Big Man, and as far as the full game, I'm in total agreement, but I think you got a team that got so embarrassed the other day that the first half's where they're going to have any type of redemption mode, and that's North Carolina State. The Wolfpack, they got their asses handed to them by UNC, all right, almost by 50 points, Pete. They're at Boston College, and I respect them, and I have all the respect for the fact that the full game is probably going to favor BC at home ATS-wise, but I like NC State on the first half just to let everybody know they're 12-4 records, no fluke, and that by God, that was men against boys last week, but not now. So what's the best shop line? NC State first half.
This one makes me very nervous. If it cashes, I'll be very, very impressed, Mike Brenner.
Okay.
Let me just find it.
I'm glad. That fires me up even more.
NC State. Okay, so we could give you -3, -105, or -2.5, -121. I would say probably.
I'm taking the 3.
Yeah,
I'm going to 3, and you know what? It's okay if the lines haven't adjusted. I just really think NC State's got something to prove early, and stay off the full game. But I like that one.
All right. Hey, before I do my rundown of all the other picks, I'll give. Is there anything else you want to add, Mike Brenner?
Actually, there's one other game I'm thinking about, and that's going to be what's the full game for Louisville?
Oh,
at home against Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, it was about 12 when I saw it before, and now it's let's see, it's about it's gone down. The money came in on Pittsburgh.
Yes, it did,
which makes some sense. It's 11, and Pinnacle is having.
We've talked about that on the show, and I know Pittsburgh's not that good, and Big Man referred to him as a dumpster fire, and I get it, but still, sometimes Louisville just I don't know. I was thinking about maybe adding something. Now I'm going to stay off, so I'm good with that. But I do have a 3-team teaser.
Okay, why don't you rattle off the teams and
you got it. You just tell me when you're ready. South Carolina.
Okay.
All right. North Carolina.
Okay.
And Louisville.
Okay, we will use the Bet Online odds for that. Obviously, it's a 3-team teaser, 6 points, plus 120. And let's just wrap it up. I'll quickly go down some of the other games that I was thinking about.
Here we go. Just a couple of them. That's at Baker's dozen, Dennis. Well, it's coming your way.
I did all my research, so why not just give them all out? A game that's interesting. We won't talk about Seton Hall and Marquette. That's a 10-foot pole for me because who knows
a lot of people probably said the same thing.
I was definitely leaning Ole Miss over Georgia at home, but that's also, I guess, a little bit of a I'll hold off for now.
Yeah, Georgia, I don't know. know.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, then there's one I think I will give. My sides are a lot worse than my totals, but feels like it's a spot. St. Louis is a bad team.
Yeah,
and
the
Duquesne,
Billikens.
Needs a win, and they could just come out and get a
That's
margin
in Duquesne
win.
too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's at Duquesne, and St. Louis very blowoutable, and Duquesne is in a spot where they need a win. They've had a couple of losses.
Pull the trigger, Pete. I see you just it's killing you. Yeah.
All right, I'll take it. I'll take it on both the first half and the full game. A -5.5, -115, and the full game will be -10, -110. Okay. And then let me just find the others.
That's his famous last words.
I guess that is about it. There's a lot of interesting games.
Yep.
LSU Illinois is a home dog to Michigan. That's got me scratching my head. Why should they be a home dog to Michigan?
I'm staying off of that one though. Michigan's got some issues right now too. So.
Yeah. And then Cal State Northridge, why should they be that big of a dog to Long Beach State?
Imagine the questions Dennis he asks himself at night when he's
these are the questions I ask. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at Cal State Northridge and Long Beach State. I'm like, is there an injury? Why shouldn't Northridge be giving that many points?
Exactly. I'm just wondering if you answer yourself back.
I do, absolutely. Not only do I answer myself back, I do the debate. I answer both sides of these questions. All right, that's it for me. I'll stick with what I got.
I got to get some more of this cold medicine in me. I'm still getting my ass.
Sounds good, Mike Brenner. We between this one and the morning show, we broke down most of this college basketball card. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow for the Thursday card.
Absolutely. Can't wait. Odds couple's coming to you.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.